Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Tuberverse. My name is NeoAspen, and with me is my lovely wife, Alpha Reina, and we are here talking and discussing about the Lorwyn Eclipse debut, because my gathering is due Lorwyn Eclipse at the end of this month in January, which we have both been super excited about.
Yes, Lorwyn Eclipse is going to have a lot of flip cards, which I just love in general, and the fact that you get to actually control whether you flip it or not is going to be amazing.
Yes, so we have not seen these videos, so this is brand new reactions and everything like that. We purposely did that for the sake of these videos. So if you do like this, please consider giving it a like, commenting down below what your favorite card is that is on Lorwyn Eclipse. We will be doing a video about the gameplay and the mechanics that they are bringing in a different video coming out just shortly after this one. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button with notifications on so that way you don't miss a single one of our videos when they come out. So I say we just get right on into it.
Let's.
It's interesting that they went with a puppet.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I didn't realize it was going to be that loud.
Yeah, they went from 0 to 100 real quick. Interesting that they're making it so they both know the other exists, which is like not a premise.
Right.
Oh yeah, I like the beat.
Oh, wow. Hit that note there, Moira.
Okay, they alluded to it now. Okay. Oh, that was cool. Okay. I'm the snake.
It's me, I'm the snake.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm just saying absolute.
Oh my gosh,
that,
this was made by
like,
Jim
no one
Henson
cares.
Company.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, I like that one.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is the one of the Lorwyn cards right here. So as an additional cost to cast the spell, behold an elf and exile it. Exile an elf you control or an elf card in your hand. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's hand. Interesting. It's a 6/6 too. That's actually quite large.
Yeah, I think it's really cool how they're going off of. So, mind you guys, I don't know all the lore of the first plane of Lorwyn,
Yeah.
but they are definitely going right off of. So, um, it looks like they have finally righted the night and day cycle, because before it was only like day for like 300 some years, and then it was night for 300 some years because they kept pushing it off and off and off and off.
Yeah.
So now it looks like they're going on the premise that it actually has basically become so discombobulated that it's basically happening at the same time. Now we're getting these dusk zones. So I'm actually really excited to see how they're going about doing that. And obviously the art on these cards definitely looks like it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, these are going to be really, really. Ooh, I like that one.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Ooh, okay. So for this one, it is a hold on. A 2/2 merfolk that's a white and a blue that has flash, and then when this creature enters, untap each other merfolk you control. As long as you attacked with 3 or more merfolk this turn, merfolk you control get +1/+. Oh, that's actually a really nice card.
Wow, that's actually very nice, especially if you could put that in like any sort of like limited format.
Yeah.
And have multiple of that. That would be really cool to keep bringing that out and untapping all your merfolk.
Yep. Oh, Prov. Yes, we know of you. We know you're already excited for this one. Oh, Boggarts. Okay. It's a 2/2, 1 and a red creature, goblin sorcerer, and it can't be countered. The ward is you pay 2 life. Spells you control can't be countered, and other creatures have ward pay 2 life. I like that a lot.
Now, see, keep in mind it says other creatures
Right.
you control. So that's literally any other creature that you control has ward. Wow, that's kind of wild, actually.
And considering this one has,
especially for a 2 cost.
Yeah, and considering this also has ward pay 2 life also, all of your stuff pretty much gets it because this gives it itself.
Yeah.
And the artwork on this is just really, really nice. I love the swirl of purple and the green to show the in-between.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like that Kithkin artwork for the token creature.
Yeah.
And then Kin Binding, 3 and 2 white, so 5 costs in total. Creatures you control get X plus X plus X, where X is the number of creatures that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature token. That would actually be kind of crazy in one of my decks, that Kin Binding.
Well, I mean, it could be kind of crazy in any deck, honestly, because it's just creatures you control get plus X plus X. It's not until end of turn. So they just immediately get plus X, where
Right.
X is the number, and that would permanently stay. Then to also be getting the Kithkin token creature, yeah, I mean, that would be good in really any white deck. So that's kind of awesome to see a really good white card that would be coming out as well.
Yeah. Oh, cute ferret. Ooh, new fairy tokens.
I love fairies. I hope that they will be just a little bit stronger here. So we're about to find out.
This bitter bloom bearer isn't, unfortunately. It's 2 black and it's a 1/1 with flash flying. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying. So it looks like that's a build-up one. And then Glen Elendra's Answer is 4, which is 2 and 2 blue. The spell can't be countered. Counter all spells your opponents control and all abilities your opponents control. Create a 1/1 blue and black fairy creature token with flying for each spell and ability countered this way. What?
Oh,
that's actually kind of crazy.
That's nasty. Okay, for all the blue players out here that love counter spells, yeah, that's wow.
That's the one.
That's crazy. That's like really
especially since it's with spells your opponents and all abilities too.
And the fact that it can't be countered itself.
Correct. That's actually so insane. I like that card. I'll have to remember that one for. Oh, Reese. Because I have Reese the Redeemed. So this is this is Reese again. The Evermore. A 2/2 elf warrior with flash, costs 1 and a white. And when Reese enters, another target creature you control gains persist until end of turn. And persist is when it dies. If it had no -1/1 counters on it, return it to the battlefield with a -1/1 counter on it. Okay. And then,
yeah, they had done some fairies before that had persist.
Okay. And then a white and tap, remove any number of counters from target creature you control. Oh! That's kind of cool. So only for a white cost, you can keep having Reese come back. Or another target, sorry. You can always have them have persist. Interesting. I actually like that. And it's not that expensive for him at all.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh. New
Alice Cultivator. A 2 and a green for 3. He is a 3/4 elf druid. Okay. We have Death Touch, which love to see. Whenever this creature enters or transforms, so a transforming card, into Tristan, Callous Cultivator, mill 3 cards. Then, if there is an elf card in your graveyard, you gain 2 life. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay 1 black. If you do, transform Tristan. Interesting.
The fact that the green has Death Touch too is really good. Let's show the transformation though.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
Pentanate Color. Okay. Elf Warlock on this side. 3/4 still has the Death Touch. Whenever this creature transforms into Tristan Pentanate Color, mill 3 cards, so again the milling. Then you may exile an elf card from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses 2 life. At the beginning of your main phase, you may pay a green. If you do, you can transform him back to Tristan. And see, this is what I'm talking about with the cards actually being able to switch back and forth on your will. So as long as you pay the cost, you can flip them back and forth as many times and however you want.
I actually really like that. Huh. Interesting. Oh, Planeswalker. Okay.
A transforming Planeswalker.
Oh. Okay. Do you want to read this one too?
Yeah, so Lorwyn Liege, a 2 and a blue, so that's a 3 cost again. And at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a green. If you do, you get to transform Oko. And then if you uptick him 2, up to 1 target creature gains all creature types. Oh, and this effect doesn't end. Interesting.
Oh, that's wild.
So if you have a deck that's like specifically for Kithkin or Merfolk or even fairies, you can literally make them anything. And then if you uptick him 1, a target creature gets -2, -0 until your next turn. Wow, so he actually is constantly upticking. You don't actually have to downtick him at all, which is wild for a Planeswalker.
Oh, that's why though.
Ooh. Look at that elk.
The elk is
okay,
really
all right.
pretty.
Okay. Shadowmoor Scion. Okay. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a blue. If you do, you get to transform Oko. If you downtick 1, you mill 3 cards. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Interesting. If you downtick 3, you create 2 3/3 green elk creature tokens, which is wild.
Yeah.
If you downtick 6, choose a creature type, you get an emblem. There's emblems again. With creatures you control of the chosen type, get +3/+3 and have vigilance and hexproof.
That's
now,
disgusting.
in case anybody does not know, currently within Magic: The Gathering, there is not a way to get rid of emblems, so this would be completely permanent. Another player does not have a way to get rid of emblems currently in Magic: The Gathering.
No, that is really ridiculous. So you would want to purposely just keep upticking Oko
on the first side, and then
side.
just flip them over once you can do what you would want on the second.
Yep, and then when you're done with that, you can just flip them right back again and tick them up more.
And keep up yeah, that's wild. That is really wild.
Jeez. Hey, okay. So this is a Curious Colossus, which is 5 and 2 white, so 7 total. It is a 7/7 giant warrior. And it says, when this creature enters, each creature target opponent controls loses all abilities and becomes a coward in addition to its other types, and has base power and toughness 1/1. Yikes.
Honestly, that is so much like in Avatar, the path of, is it redemption or exile?
I think it was the exile. No, it was path to redemption.
Yeah, I thought so. The path of redemption, where it turns you can't block or anything like that. Or sorry, no, it's honest work. Honest work is like this, where it turns it into
That's
a
what it
1/1 merchant.
Yep.
And honest work is so much like this, but that's interesting because you get both a 7/7 creature out of it, and you get to basically make one creature of theirs completely almost useless. That's wild.
No, every creature that a target opponent controls becomes a 1/1. So if you had,
my gosh.
if you had like 27 sevens and you bring this out and you target that player, they all are 1/1s.
I didn't even read the each creature. Wow,
Yeah.
that's nasty.
It's
I mean, no
each.
wonder it's a 7 cost.
Right. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Oh, they're bringing back Convoke. So this is, Convoke is pretty much like waterbending as well.
Yes.
So
Which is awesome to be able to use that, because I'm not even gonna lie, guys, the waterbending mechanic can be so helpful, and the fact that they're bringing back Convoke to do basically the same thing, it's just, it helps with if you're like mana, you know, locked, or, you know, something of the sort. It just really helps to be able to use creatures and while casting spells.
yeah, the only thing is you can't, unlike waterbending lets you do creatures and artifacts. This one does not. This is, Convoke is solely just creatures.
Yes, and it has to be, okay, so you can use it as a colorless, or it can be 1 mana of that creature's color. That's nice too, though.
Mm-hmm. And then for the Disruptor of Currents, it is a 3 cost and 2 blue with flash, and it is a 3/3 Merfolk Wizard. And it has the Convoke, and when this creature enters, return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. And then we have the Harmonized Crescendo, which is 4 and 2 blue with Convoke. And choose a creature type, draw a card for each permanent you control of that type. Nice little instant that is pretty common with instants in that sense, I would say.
Yeah, and if you had that one card that makes literally all creatures every type, that would be phenomenal too.
Disgusting. Oh. Look at this. This is so cute. Elemental Incarnation. That's interesting.
It's a 3, and then it has one of those dual where you can either pay 2 red or 2 green. 4/4, and it's a little doggo. I'm sorry, I'm focusing. When this creature enters, if 2 red was spent to cast it, this creature deals, oh, okay, so it depends on what you, okay. This creature deals 3 damage to any target, and then if you pay the 2 green instead, you can search your library for a land card, reveal it, and put it onto your, or put it into your hand, then shuffle, and you gain 2 life. That's awesome for the green too, because you can mana ramp and get essentially lifelink.
Yep.
And then that's interesting. And then red does the typical damage, which makes sense.
So it seems like this one might be a little bit harder to also grab, because it does show that it is a mythic card. So
yeah, a lot of the cards that they have been showing have been of either mythic or
rare.
Actually, I think they've all been mainly mythic.
I'll have to look through this again at some point. Okay,
Okay, so evoke is almost like a warp cost. So evoke gets it out like with just the 2 of each color instead of having to pay the full mana cost, but then you don't get that creature.
Yes.
To stay. Okay.
All right,
and then this is Grub's Command, which is 3 and then a black and a red for a total of 5. Then this is a rare here. Kindred Sorcery Goblin. Okay, we're back to the goblins. And then choose 2. Create a token that's a copy of a target goblin you control. Creatures target player controls gets +1/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. That's beautiful. Destroy target artifact or creature, always nice. And target player mills 5 cards, then puts each goblin card milled this way into their hand. So you most likely would use that on yourself.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool.
I like that one. Interesting. So we've got a new one called Vivid. And it says when this is Explosive Prodigy, sorry, which is a 1 and a red, and it's a 1/1 elemental sorcerer with Vivid. When this creature enters, it deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control.
That's actually really cool.
Okay,
so Blight, we have Dream Caesar, which is a 3 and a black for a total of 4. It is a fairy rogue and is a 3/2 and looks like an uncommon. It has flying, and when this creature enters, you may blight 1. If you do, each opponent discards a card. To blight 1, put a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control. Interesting. So it makes them discard a card, but you have to put a -1/-1 counter on a creature you control.
Yes, that's interesting. I actually kind of like that. It's the blight is an interesting one. So if you have, it would actually work a lot more if you have something that's like graveyard, where you can easily bring something back if it dies, but have people purposely discard a card.
Yeah, I mean, or if you just have like a ton of really high cards, like if you have a ton of giants, you could put the -1/-1s on them and they still probably would be pretty good.
True. Ooh, Dance of the Elements, which is all 5 colors.
Most likely it's gonna have that Vivid in that.
Probably.
I can almost guarantee if it's a 5 color. And then we have Blight Curse, which is black, red, and green, which is interesting.
And it's saying -1/-1 drain and unleash creature combos. And then Dance of the Elements is summon huge elementals, sacrifice, and duplicate these.
I mean, both of them sound really cool.
I would probably, I don't know. Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh, and we're getting Ashling.
Oh.
Okay. So this is the Limitless, which is a 2 and a red. It is a 2/3 elemental sorcerer, a legendary creature. And elemental spells you cast from your hand have evoke 4, which is really cool. Okay, so if you cast a spell for its evoke cost, you do have to sacrifice it when it enters. So interesting. So any spells you cast from your hand now have evoke 4. And then whenever you sacrifice a non-token elemental, create a token that's a copy of it. The token gains haste until end of turn. At the beginning of your next end step, sacrifice it unless you pay 1 of every color. That's interesting. That would kind of be hard, though.
That would be difficult.
I'm gonna be completely real with you guys. When you have a 5-color deck, sometimes, well, no, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say almost every time, inevitably, you are going to be missing 1 color. And it is going to be so frustrating to literally just be sitting there like, I just need a green, or I just need my black, just 1 black, come on, and the whole time you'll be waiting for it. Now, it's not to say that that happens every time, but like 99.99% of the time it happens for sure.
Yeah. I love that look of that card, though. That is probably one of my favorite cards I've actually seen in a...
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is Auntie Ool, Curse Wretch, which is a 4 cost in total, which is 1 black, red, and green. It has Ward, which is Blight 2. So the ward for that is to Blight 2, a player puts 2 1/1 counters on a creature they control. So they would have to put -1, -1 counters on a creature in order to counter whatever Auntie is doing. And then whenever 1 or more -1, -1 counters are put on a creature, draw a card if you control that creature. If you don't control it, its controller loses 1 life. And it's a 4/4 Goblin Warlock. I really like that one, actually, quite a bit. I kind of think that one's a really fun.
That is going to be actually, I'm going to call this right now. People are going to be so annoyed with that commander.
100%.
Like, they're going to be like, oh, great, it's the Blight deck. Because literally it's just going to ping, 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 ping. And wow. And not to mention, like, they're going to be doing it to themselves, too, so that they can draw cards. And that, wow. Yeah, that's going to be gross.
I like this one. I like this one. Huh. I love it.
Oh, that's great.
I know why they did this too. There was, okay, so I don't think I ever told you this, but there was a little bit of controversy for, I believe it was Avatar, where some of the artists that were for Avatar specifically were using AI rather than actually creating the art themselves, if that makes sense.
Oh, I did not actually know that.
Yes, so a lot of people were upset about that. I think they're doing this to let them know, like, none of this is made with AI, just to let you know, because it got a lot of hate. I forget which ones, I'd have to look. Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, that's so pretty. And there's only 500 ever made. Because that's what this little
and that's that Bitter
is.
Bloom Bearer, which we had read. Oh, man, that's pretty.
Oh, could you imagine if we pulled one of those? I could only imagine. Oh, those are gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, they're so cute.
I like that Hexling Squelcher. I love that one.
Wow.
I don't think
I
we ever saw
love the
Meek attack.
Disruptor of Currents. That is very pretty.
I don't think we've seen any of these other ones except for Hexing Squelcher.
Yeah, I don't think we have either. So I'll read one and then you can read the other two. So I'll do the Curious Colossus. Actually, did we see? No, we haven't.
We did. Yes, we did. We did.
Yes, because that's the 7/7.
Yep, 7/7 that makes all of target players' creatures a 1/1 and a coward.
So it's really just the inner two. So we haven't seen Disruptor of Currents, which is 3 and 2 blue. So another 5 cost. It's a 3/3 Merfolk Wizard. It has Flash and Convoke. And then when this creature enters, return up to one other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand.
Actually, yeah, we did see that one too.
Yeah, hold up.
Did we see
So
Meek
it's just
attack?
a Meek attack. Maybe?
When you put creature card. No, this one I know for a fact we have not seen Meek attack.
Okay.
Okay, so that one's 2 in a red. It's an enchantment, and if you pay 1 in a red, you may put a creature card with total power and toughness 5 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. It gains haste. At the beginning of the next end step, you sack that creature. So you do this obviously at the beginning of your turn. You would sack it at the end of your turn. So it's not a bad card. I mean, you'd be paying what, 3 and 2 red, so that'd be 5 total if you were to do that. On your first turn, that is, I should say. But I love these borders. Oh,
but I mean, as an enchantment, you can keep doing that, so that's interesting. Yes. Okay, these I know we have seen.
The Kin Binding I know we have. Did we see Bloom Tender? No, we haven't seen Bloom Tender.
Yeah, because that was the one with Vivid. Oh no, because that was
the
Flame
Vivid
Kin that we saw before.
Yeah, for each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color for Vivid.
Okay. Yeah, so we haven't seen Bloom Tender, but we did see the Answer and then the Bitter Bloom Bearer.
Yes, but I like that Tender one because that's really good. That's very, very good mana ramp for only a 2 cost.
I really love this art style too. It's just
it's really pretty.
Wow.
Borderless. Too bad we cannot get those because that's going to be collector booster boxes.
So they have Oka, they have Tristan, Ashling,
and Sig.
And yeah, we haven't seen Sig though.
No, we have not. So Sig.
And we actually haven't seen Ashling either, but the last 2 we have.
Okay, so Sig Wander Wine Wisdom. It is a 1 in a blue cost, so 2 in total. It is a 2/2 Merfolk Wizard. Sig can't be blocked, and then whenever this creature enters or transforms into Sig Water Wine Wisdom, so if you transform it into this, target creature gains, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, you get to draw a card until the end of your turn. And then at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a white. If you do, you get to transform Sig. And then we have Ashling Rekindled, which I will let you take over for that one.
Okay, so with the Ashling Rekindled, that is a 1 in a red. It is an elemental sorcerer and 1/3. Whenever this creature enters or transforms into Ashling Rekindled, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And at the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a blue. If you do, transform Ashling.
Okay, so let's see if they flip them and show the other backs of them. I'm assuming they will. Yep. Ooh!
There we go.
Ashling Rhinebound is crazy. I like the look of that. Sorry, I got really excited. Go ahead.
All right. I'll read the Sig. You seem really excited about Ashling, so I'll let you do that. So Sig, Wonder Rhine Shield, and that is a legendary creature merfolk rogue, which is a 2/2. Again, can't be blocked. And then whenever this creature transforms into Sig Wonderbrine Shield, target creature you control gains protection from each other color until your next turn. That's crazy. From each color until your next turn. Yeah, so any color, they have protection from it until next turn. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a blue if you do transform Sig. I'm not gonna lie, I would just keep him as this. Whenever this creature transforms into Sig.
Well, keep in
Okay,
mind,
so
you
it's whenever
gotta
he
transform
transforms, so you would have to keep.
You'd have
Yeah,
to keep
you would have
flipping
to
them.
keep going back.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. Target creature you control. So it is only one, but that's still wild.
Yeah, and you can only do it one time, as far as I'm aware, because with it saying at the beginning of your first main phase, well, I guess at the beginning of your first main phase. So once the beginning of it is done and you want to pay the blue, then you can do it one time, but that would be it. You can't do it multiple times in one turn. Because it sounds like the beginning of your first main has to be before you fully start your first main phase.
Yep.
And then for Ashling Rhymebound, it is a 1/3 elemental wizard. Whenever this creature transforms into Ashling Rhymebound, and at the beginning of your first main phase, add 2 mana of any one color. Spend this mana only to cast spells with mana value 4 or greater. And then again, with the beginning of the main phase, if you pay a red, you get to transform Ashling back. So I think Ashling is actually kind of cool, just in general. And with it being a red and a blue card, that's actually kind of a crazy combo, in my opinion. Having red and blue in one deck it can be pretty nasty. So I really like Ashling quite a bit. I would probably have that, honestly, as my commander if I could figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
That Oko one, though, when it transforms into the one where you're ticking down, that's really, really cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Planeswalkers tend to be a little OP.
Yeah. Japanese art, that's so cool.
That is stunning.
That harmonized crescendo in Bloom Tender, though, like, I love the Meek attack, but the other two just, in my opinion, are a lot more pretty.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That's beautiful. Yeah, the crescendo is...
Collector boosters.
Ah!
Boil! Okay, we got reversible Shocklands. I like these.
Yes. Okay, so we have the Hallowed Fountain, which is a Plains Island. As this land enters, you can pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. That's going to be standard for all of them.
Yep.
Interesting. So it can be both a white and a blue, since it's a plains and an island.
Yep, and then Steam Vents, which is an island and a mountain. We have Blood Crypt, which is a swamp and a mountain.
There's Overgrown Tomb, which is a swamp and a forest, and then Temple Garden, which is a forest and a plains.
I like that they brought back Overgrown Tomb. I have that Overgrown Tomb actually as an Infinity borderless. So
I'm interested to see the backsides of these, actually.
I know. I do remember we did see a teaser trailer during Lorwyn's teaser for Overgrown Tomb. I just didn't know that was going to be Overgrown Tomb. Because I remember seeing this specific tomb with the purple flowers and everything during a teaser of it.
Ooh.
Oh, Blood Crypt kind of goes crazy with it being now completely engulfed on fire. I like that a lot.
Oh,
Hollowed
I
Fountain
just
is
love
really
that
pretty.
they're just like doing this for all aesthetics. Like, hey, if you like a little more on the edgier side, you can go on this. Or if you like more of the bubbly fun side, you can go on this. It's beautiful.
Yep. I like all of these. Okay, so those can be found in plain collector boosters, apparently. So we could get those borderless shock lands in regular boosters if we open the right packs.
Yeah.
That's really pretty. Oh, Painter's Servant, that's new. And it's a Scarecrow. So
it's a 2-cost, 1/3. As this creature enters, choose a color. All cards that aren't on the battlefield, spells, and permanents are the chosen color in addition to their other. Interesting.
So you'd probably want that in the all-color situation, I would assume.
Yeah. And then it would just count everything that's not on the battlefield. So anything in your hand and library, and also it would be in the graveyard and exile, would count as all colors. Interesting.
Interesting. Okay, so you would need specifically, if you want Harmonized Crescendo, it seems like you would need to purchase a buy a box promo, which whatever that is. I don't think we haven't seen that. That's probably in the next video. With the gameplay mechanics and other things like that. So they'll probably be talking more about that. So for Harmonized Crescendo, you have to get the buy a box promo if you want that card, or you could buy singles at your local card stores. Always buy singles at your local card stores as well to support local businesses. But if you want kin binding, you have to get the bundle promo. So interesting how you have to get both of those, or that's for either of those cards.
So they keep saying this treatment, so it actually sounds like specifically for that treatment of the card.
So that specific kind of card. Okay. I guess that wouldn't be as bad then. Okay. Oh! Hey, MTG Arena early access for this. That's kind of sick. Which is what we're doing.
Every light casts a shadow. Yeah, I'm just very excited for this. I like that they have the mechanic where you get to actually transform them when you specifically want to. The Planeswalker Oko in this is just wild.
That is
honestly.
a very good Planeswalker.
Yes, and I like that they do have returning characters, such as Ashling, so it's really cool to see that, and they're obviously trying really hard to, bring back aspects of the original art as well, but also putting a new, modern style to it, which I do like. typically most of the modern styles, even if it's just a little modernized and still sticking to the original artwork.
Yeah, I could definitely see this also with it being more of a transforming one to see how the players will be. I think Wizards of the Coast and Magic are kind of testing the waters on a lot of the transforming, being the heavier base of it. To see potentially, I could be completely wrong on this, but to see if this would go well with Reality Fracture way farther ahead come October. Because if some people's thoughts or predictions could be what Reality Fracture is, we could see a lot more transforming stuff again, but that could potentially be it, depending on how Lorwyn does with the transforming stuff, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they could definitely be using it to kind of test that out. I know that we have definitely got, just in Magic the Gathering sets leading up to this, we have definitely gotten more and more transforming cards. So I have a feeling, that they were kind of testing the waters there as well for Lorwyn Eclipse.
Yep.
And maybe for future in Reality Fracture. But yeah, this is going to be a very interesting set. As far as the commanders that they're doing, I find it interesting that they're doing a 5-color. A 5-color is always really fun to play and really hard, as I mentioned before. Sometimes you just end up with that one color that you just can't seem to get.
Yep.
But with the fact that they are bringing in multiple different shock lands, I think maybe we might be all right. But yeah, just keep in mind that with a 5-color, it is kind of hard to remain balanced. But I have a feeling that it will definitely be a very strong commander, especially because it's talking about getting in very big elementals, which I'm super excited to see as well, especially with just some of the cards that we have seen in this. And then as far as the other one, which was specifically just for the Blights, the Anti-Ul, I'm interested to see how the Blight mechanic actually truly works in a fashion. The only reason I say that is sometimes it's going to be very hard to keep track of.
Yes.
So that will be interesting because you may accidentally kill one of your own creatures thinking, oh, I'm good.
Right.
So I could definitely see that being a very strategic. Most likely a lot of people who tend to play blue are going to like the Blight Curse, I have a feeling, because it's another kind of form of controlling the board. So I'm interested to see how that mechanic actually goes forward. And then, of course, I'm very interested to see more of both the Kithkin and how they're going to be coming back in this set, and also the fairies, because I just, fairies are awesome, and I'm really hoping that they do them some justice.
That is very fair. I have very high hopes for Lorwyn Eclipse. This is, in my opinion, a very, very, very good and fun set to kick things off for the year, even though we are only going to be getting, two or three universes within sets through Magic this year, out of the 7.
We're getting 3, because we're getting Lorwyn Eclipse, Return to Strixhaven,
and then Reality Fracture. Yep. So I'm really excited for how all of this is going to pan out. I think this is a very, very, very good set to start the year for Magic the Gathering with a bang. Doing commander decks is fantastic because, in my opinion, they missed out on the opportunity of commander decks for Avatar: The Last Airbender quite a bit. They could have done some pretty solid cash grabs on that if they really wanted to. But I digress. I still think Lorwyn Eclipse and these cards, the transforming, the shock lands, and the commander decks, I think all of these are going to be a phenomenal set. So I'm super excited about it. And of course, we are at least going to be doing some Lorwyn Eclipse videos in the future when those pop up. So please, please, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and like the video. And again, hit the subscribe button so that way you get to see what happens with the Lorwyn Eclipse videos that we will be making here in the very near future. But appreciate you all so much for tuning in. Be on the lookout for the next one, where we are going to dive deep into the gameplay aspects of everything, in terms of that video that Magic the Gathering came out for Lorwyn. So thanks so much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Bye!